It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. Next on Madden Football.
That's what it is.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Oh, he dropped that defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Shotgun now for Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march in enemy territory. First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll have him gain about a handful there. That stop coming from Henry To'o. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Toss play to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
You know, Kate, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
On third down, it's Hurts. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? And when you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again. That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Completed to his running back. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cooper DeJean with the stop. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Cooper DeJean with the stop. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. On the ground again with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they bring him down at the 25-yard line after surrendering some good yardage. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning one of the tight ends. Stroud off the play fake. It is caught left side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, Stroud. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Stroud. That's caught for the 1st. Touchdown, Houston! Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st down, Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. He's on the move. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Texans grab it!
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. It starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk runs, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Chubb with the 1st and more. And he gets this down to the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Stroud throwing here on 1st. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
His name goes on the stat sheet for that sack, but it's the coverage who truly earned it. They go to dime coverage to shut down any type of pass, and everybody in the secondary doing their jobs, tying up the throwing lanes until they could get home to the quarterback and bring him down. That is the epitome of a coverage sack.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll get it up to the 27.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 27, it's Dotson on the catch. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They're set up at the 35 now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. This is ahead for about 5. That stop coming from Henry To'o.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. It's the Eagles facing 2nd and 5. Hurts now from the gun. That pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. Jukes out a 1-stop. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Hurts setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. He's on the move. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
3rd and long, and that coordinator decides to dial up the pressure, and they get to the quarterback. You know why I love this call, Kate? It's not just because of the aggressive makeup, but you really dictate to that offense. 3rd and extra long is a great time to blitz, because either you get home like that, or the ball's got to come out way short of the sticks. Job well done defensively.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, 54 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. It's halftime here in Houston, with the Texans enjoying a lead at the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Broke through the tackle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New set of downs for him at the 38. From the pistol, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Hurts throwing again. Cut out left. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They are now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Barkley runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Barrios now to return it. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Collins there to grab it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play, and it sets up a Houston first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's got a gain of 6 there. Cooper to Jean with the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and just 2 to go. Keeping it with Mixon. Flies past the 1st, inside the 30. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Hauled in left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 4. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
First down, ball at the 36. Motion man left is Brown. On first down, Hurts. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Trying again, following the sack. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to tuck it and run. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Motion man left is Brown. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line, the concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. And the pressure drives them backwards. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Texans have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Let's see what they went with on third down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First down throwing for Hurts. This finds Smith. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Hurts now from the gun. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down from the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Options are open here. It's second and inches. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Berrios now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Completed to Collins. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Stroud off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free.
Nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running it with Mixon. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, Stroud. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
From the gun, Stroud. Schultz with the catch. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. Pass caught by Mixon. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stroud. That's complete. Here's Brooks. And they bring him down around the 34. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Working quickly here. Stroud throwing here on first. Into the hands of Schultz. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Offense in the hurry up here. Collins there to grab it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
As a man, it's Brooks. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
He'll throw it yet again. Cut near the goal line. And in for the Houston touchdown. And now for the point after, and crucially to bring things within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Second and 6 coming up here. They send a tight end in motion. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Houston calls it second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Final timeout called by the Texans. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. A run here with Will Shipley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners, as we'll see you next time from Houston.